Hi everyone. Question came in, how can you make a discussion inside of Schoology so that way the kids can write up some prompts on it and it be graded? Well, what we'd want to do is navigate to where you want this assignment to be placed. So let's say if I want it in week 4 and I don't want to drag and drop these things. Now you could create something and drag and drop it like I'm doing right now, but myself, I find it easier if I just put the assignment where I want it to be in the first place. So I'm going to hover over where I want this assignment to be placed. I'm going to click that green dashed line. I'm going to go add discussion. So we'll title this, it's going to be just a presidential question. Okay, now I'm going to cheat. I had written up some questions ahead of time to save some effort here. So these are the questions that you want the kids to answer inside of that discussion. We'd assign a due date. You'll have a time, but you're going to notice that there's no points here, and that typically is present on like a quiz or in an assignment. To get the points, you need to click the Enable Grading feature. We want to change the point value to be whatever you designate it to be. You'll assign your category. So he's got homework labeled, and then we're just going to go ahead and click Create. All right, now what that's going to do is that's going to show up in week 4 right here. Now I put it as a date as March 24th, and it's also going to show up on the right hand side. Now from a kid's view, all right, what would this look like for a kid? So let's bring up Zach Pullman. I put him inside of Scott's class here. So on a phone or a computer, they'll bring up the class, and you're going to notice on the right hand side, right over here, they'll say presidential question. You click your presidential question. Now inside of the discussion tab, we're going to try that one more time. Discussion tab. There we go. So Zach isn't officially in Scott's class. I just put him in there. That's why that's showing up. All right, so if Scott has his students, they're not going to see this or see that little error. What we'll do for a kid to submit this, we'll hit the plus icon on the top, and then the student would go ahead and put in their answer. They can also, if they so choose, they can click attach. And if a kid wants to write out the prompt first on paper pencil, they can do that and then take a photo of it, or they can choose from their library if they took a couple photos of multiple pages and they're going to put those up there. They can do that as well. So I'm just going to take a generic screen capture. And I'm going to go low quality so that way this happens fast. I'm just going to take a picture of my keyboard. That would be the actual document that the kids are going to submit. I'll hit the check mark, and what that's going to do is that's going to upload that photo of what the kids would have written out by hand. Okay, now depending on how many pages that the kids would write up, that's going to determine how much time it takes on their behalf to upload it. All right, and we are finished. So Zach can see that he had submitted the assignment, what the picture was. Now on Scott's side, what is he going to see? Scott, he's going to come in, he's got presidential question, and you'll see Zach's response. We had his information that he typed up, or this would be the image of the handwritten document that we have made. All right. We come over to the right hand side. I'm going to know that this is a new submission because of 2 reasons. One, just over here to the right hand side of your pencil, pen icon here, you see a little dot. That tells us that that has not been looked at yet. That's a new one. You'll also notice right here that we have an unread post. Okay, so anything that's not read, it's going to show up here, and then we're going to see a little dot right there. Okay. To assign some points to this, you click the paper pencil icon here. That's what I'm going to call it. And then we can put in a grade. If you want the kid to have a comment, you put in your comments, show, and then submit. The nice thing about doing all of this inside of Schoology is you can come over here to PowerSchool and then sync all of those points that you've assigned, and it will automatically sync right over to PowerSchool. So to see how that's done, we click PowerSchool, and I don't know if Scott has this set up or not, but we have presidential question. I'd click this little action icon right here, and it's going to send all those grades right over to PowerSchool without me ever having to retype a single thing. Okay. If you have questions about discussions or anything else inside of Schoology, let me know and we'll get it squared away. All right, have a good one.